Well, I never thought I'd have my own property to hunt these deer on, but that's a pretty good buck to be in my backyard. But we've gave him the pass all year, so hopefully he can make it through gun season. He'll be a good deer next year, but it's fun watching him.
So when this year's 2023 archery season started, I was kind of running cameras on a bunch of different places like I always do. I wasn't really on anything crazy, but had some other bucks I would shoot in some other areas. Had a good encounter early, like early October, with a big 10-point, and other than that, not much action. This buck actually showed back up on October 21st, the same exact day, the same exact time that he was there a year prior in the same scrape. Like I've said before, I didn't really have any intentions on killing this buck at the time, but once I seen him in person a couple weeks later, my mind kind of changed. So pretty cool how they show up year to year, kind of in the same areas.
Alright, well, it's November 3rd, Friday. Just got in here. It's about 1 p.m. My boss let me sneak out a little early today. Been getting a lot of pictures of this wide 8-pointer hitting these scrapes. I had all intentions on letting this buck go, but after thinking about it, he was here last year. I think he's probably at least a 4-year-old, maybe a 5-year-old. So, I think it'd be a good buck to kill. Gonna on him hard here. But, got a cool little setup here. I can shoot to one of his scrapes, and then he's got another scrape on the other side of the field here. Got a little fit plot I put in this year, so changing it up a little, hunting here around the house, so. Alright, we'll see what we see here. Yeah, that little 8-pointer coming here, chasing that doe. I could hear him up on the ridge. The doe came down, was eating on some honey locust pods. But the buck stayed up there, and finally he came down grunting. But I think it's only going to get better, so we'll see what happens here. Alright guys, well it's about 4 p.m. hopefully the does come out here soon and he shows up with them. The wind is just switching everywhere, so just gonna kind of, hopefully I'll luck out. He doesn't smell me before he even comes in. At times it's good, other times it's just swirling everywhere, so we will, we're just gonna stick it out and see what happens. So far 3 deer and that one little 8-point, so already it's been a decent set.
So at this point, I already had 2 does down in the ravine feeding. I heard that really loud grunt across the ravine in the field, and I assumed it was the buck I was after. So I swung my big camera over, and from that point right there, I thought I was recording, and didn't really realize that I wasn't until after the whole hunt transpired. So at this point, the 2 does worked up past me and pretty much walked right underneath of me and worked their way out into the food plot. I was expecting the buck to just come flying up out of there at any moment, but after about 20 minutes goes by, I realized he's really taking his time, not really wanting to come out of there in the daylight, so he's kind of waiting just milling around, eating some honey locust pods and drinking some water where he can find it down in there. And finally, he kind of makes his way into an opening. So this whole time, I'm really trying to get the camera zoomed in and perfectly for him for the shot. I just tried to be as patient as possible, not knowing the camera wasn't recording.
I literally just had this 8-pointer that I'm hunting chase these 2 does. The 2 does were 5 yards underneath of me. I filmed this deer for 45 minutes in this bottom eating honey locust pods. He comes up 28 yards and is eating these honey locust pods. I shot him on like perfect. I watched him in the screen. He walked into my viewfinder. Perfect double lung. Didn't go 15 yards. I filmed. I had the camera on him when he toppled over, and it wasn't recording. That would have been some of the best footage I've ever laid down. But it's probably my biggest buck with a bow in Pennsylvania. GoPro got it. Hopefully you can see it on there. It's a bummer, but I'm pumped on a good buck. Get the recovery. I don't know what it is with trying to kill these deer on film by yourself, but it never gets easier. I've been doing this since I was, I don't know, 13, 14 years old, and it never ceases to just go perfect. It can't. The footage of this deer coming off this bank, bumping these does around, coming up in here, he's tearing this brush up down here. And like I said, he's eating these locust pods that are this long, hanging out of his mouth. Just watching it through the viewfinder, I'm like, man, this is gonna be one of the coolest hunts I've ever got on video. I'm a little brokenhearted over that. In the shot, and then he dies right over here. Like he ran 20 yards and toppled over. Just a bummer, man, but super blessed, super happy with the buck though. It all worked out. First buck I ever killed on my own property too, so that's cool. Cool little thing. Ain't worth complaining. Could be worse. Just happy to have got him. Try again in Ohio. Try again next year. The GoPro probably got him down in there. That was some really cool footage. Alright, well I was up in this tree right here, and it was up there. Does came out, come into my food plot, and I shot this buck down here 30 yards. And he ran up the bank here a little ways and died, but we're gonna go get the arrow here and see what it looks like. There's my milkweed. That's why I was a little nervous too. This seat. I just walked past it, but it was falling right down in here before he was even in here. He was gonna, if I would have let him, he was gonna come right up here.
Well, I don't know what the heck was he doing down in here.
It's safe over here, you know what I mean?
I guess. That's weird, man.
Here's the honey lake spot right here. That's what they're eating.
Read more.
I watched you read them all day. Look how many are in here.
Yeah.
I'm not even certain that it blew all the way through them, but we just can, man. There's blood. He's standing right here somewhere. I know he's pissing on this bush for a long time. Right, step back this way. Yeah, there's the arrow.
You find it?
Old pro comp.
Oh boy, smoked.
Easton Pro Comp. Got him.
What kind of broadhead you got on there?
Rage trap.
Oh, I got some.
I got these sticks on the too, so shooting through brush.
You see belly.
That's where he was. I was right there. I shot him right there. He was laying right there.
I see belly. You see blood.
He's up on that bank. He tried to scale the bank right there. You can see
What a haul.
on top, whatever.
Holy smoke. Just straight up.
The blood is so bad.
You might know if you hung up.
His belly?
Huh?
Did you see that underneath?
Oh, I see it. Holy cow, he's wide.
He's a lot heavier than what I thought he was.
Good buck.
Not bad.
Real good buck. Look what's in his mouth. That's what they've been eating.
The honey locust for life. I mean, they absolutely love him.
Isn't that something?
Look
That's
how
a good
green-
buck,
Look
kid.
how green them are right now.
I didn't know they were green on the
On
inside, like that. Wow.
Alright, you can quit recording for a minute. I'll get him up out of here. Alright, well here he is. Been watching this buck for 2 years. You know, haven't seen him a lot this year. He showed back up October 21st, same day he showed up last year. But once I seen him in person and just seen how heavy he was, I kind of changed my mind about whether I should shoot him or not. So today was the first day I really took it serious and came in here and sat from my boss let me leave around noon. Come in here and sat the rest of the day, and it paid off. So
Wish I could have got the shot and everything on camera. We'll check out that GoPro footage. Hopefully it's pretty cool and picked up some of it, but I don't know. All in all, it was a great night. Sweet.
Good buck.
Good. Huh?
Yeah.
Look through the camera.
Chandler girl.
Alright, well, this is my first buck with since Chandler was born. A couple years she's gonna whack one. So she's pretty interested already. Alright, well, that's the end of that. 2023.